Hi everyone, my name's Alex, and if you haven't seen one of my videos before, I'm the CEO and founder of Ventabel Garam Associates. So today, I'm going to talk about comparisons. So I have a question for you. When you're at the gym, who do you compare yourself against? Do you compare yourself against the hottest, most toned, buff person in the room, who clearly, I might just add, probably spends 3 hours a day every day at the gym compared to your 1 hour a day, maybe once or twice a week, and you will never get there? Just putting it out there. Do you compare yourself against your gym buddy if you have one? Do you compare yourself against the person running next to you on the treadmill? Perhaps you compare yourself against your next visit and just do a personal best each time. I know I'm a lap swimmer, and every time I go lap swimming, I can never go less than the time before. So if I swam 30 laps last time, then I have to swim at least 30 this time. And I will push myself to do that. I have a time limit. I have to do it in 30 minutes. Now, before you go thinking that I'm doing that at the moment with 3 small children, lap swimming is not my gig, but that's what I used to be doing, okay? You might be forgiven for wondering where on earth I'm going with this point of comparing yourself against other people, especially in a time where we worry so much about body shaming and whether or not it's healthy to be comparing ourselves against others. Now, just to be clear, that is not what this post is about, and that's not what I'm even interested in discussing. What I'm actually thinking about is, how do you compare your business against others? Do you compare your business against other businesses? Should you be comparing your business against other businesses? And the short answer to all those questions is yes, you should be comparing yourself to other businesses. You need to step outside of your bubble and have a look at what other people in your industry are doing and see how you compare against them. Are you better than them? Are you worse than them? Do they have strengths in other areas to you that maybe you can tighten up on? Are there things that maybe you're doing to make you the leader of the pack that they will probably be chasing you for? So you need to continually improve your own systems and processes. These are all things you need to be looking at in terms of what other businesses are doing. And then you can figure out where your own business is going. Now, industry reports are a fabulous source of information for this. Different industries, generally speaking, do have some sort of body that releases some sort of report at a bare minimum each year. And that report will actually go into some detail around the state of the industry. So, for example, a report out of a UK industry body regarding the accounting sector a couple of months ago mentioned that the average UK practice was taking on 29 clients every year. So in that way, if you are a UK-based accounting practice, you can actually take a look at it and say, okay, well, I only onboarded 7. So you know that something in your marketing process, something in your onboarding process, something in your sales process isn't working to be able to get you up to the industry average. You might also look at it and say, I onboarded 100. Well, fabulous. You're obviously doing something better than the industry average. So you need, those sorts of things you need to have a look at. Have a look at debtor days, because that's a big thing that we're talking about over this series, is having a look at debtor days and how those debtor days can actually help you to improve your cash flow. Is your industry average 30-day collection period, but you're actually averaging 14, in which case hats off to you, you're doing really, really well. Or maybe your industry average is 7 and you're sitting up at around 30, in which case you know that it is just you, and there's something in your systems and processes that you need to fix and sort out. Perhaps they might look at the average cost of doing something. So you might be a lawyer and they might look at average charge out rates for the year. You might be a fixed fee practice, in which case they might look at the fixed fee to do a will or to do a power of attorney or to do some, a review of a contract or something along those lines. They might actually sit down and give you the detail that you need to work out whether or not you're sitting in about the average. They may also have a look at the headcount per business. Now, that's something that I don't usually delve into too hugely, but are you over bloated in terms of your employees? Are you efficient on your processes so that you don't need as many employees, which will in turn make your profit go up? All these sorts of things an industry report will be able to actually tell you. But it might not go into enough detail for you as a business, especially if you're a small business owner, because the industry reports do tend to look at a far broader umbrella approach to the industry. So in which case, if you are a smaller business and you want to have a look, how do you find out what it is your competitors are doing so you know how to benchmark against them? Well, the very simple thing is People love to talk about their businesses. They absolutely love to. So ring up a competitor. Now remember, they are a competitor. They are not the enemy. They're going to want to talk to you. And as a lawyer or a vet or an architect or an accountant or a hairdresser or an engineer, you are going to know other people in that space as well. You are going to have other people who are business owners in the same space as you. And I'm willing to bet at networking functions and over lunches and at the Chamber of Commerce and all those sorts of things, you sit down and you have a really quite lovely chat with them. Have a chat with them about their business. See what's working for them, what's not. You don't have to go bowling in and say, look, I want to benchmark against you. You just have a chat with them. See what things are concerning them. Like I said, people love to talk about themselves. And when they talk about themselves, if you're listening, you can actually get enough information to be able to go away and use that information to compare against your own business and see how your own business is comparing against them. What do you do with all this information once you've got it? Well, simply put, you sit down and you work out what's working in your business and what's not in terms of the industry average. Now, you might be quite happy with a 30-day payment period for your clients. The clients that you work with, that might be the norm for them, but does it actually suit your cash flow? You might be happy to have only 7 clients onboarding for the year as opposed to 29 because they might be higher fee paying clients rather than lower fee paying clients. It does depend a little bit. You have to be a little bit mindful of comparing it against your own business and putting everything into context. But at the end of the day, have a look at it. You can set goals. And when you have goals, you can set key performance indicators or KPIs, and you can set your KPIs. And then you can work towards achieving those KPIs. And in doing so, you are continuously improving your business. And when you're continuously improving your business, your profit should grow. And as you're looking at your profit growing in theory, all things being equal, because there are a lot of factors that go into this, as I'm sure you are figuring out by now. There are a lot of factors that go into it, but if your profit is increasing, in theory, so should your cash flow should be improving. And when your cash flow is improving, life gets happier because you can pay yourself a salary, you can pay your staff wages without having to worry about them. You can pay your rent, you can pay for your mortgage, you can pay everything that you need to be paying for, and you won't be worrying about it quite so much. So, if this video has been useful and you want to see more videos like this one, please do drop me a bell. If you want to subscribe to our channel, if you could please subscribe to our channel, because the more you subscribe, the more of these I know to make. Otherwise, I would love to have a coffee and a chat and have a talk about this with everybody. If you really want to, you might just drop me a message at the bottom and we will have a chat again soon. I'm sure we can catch up for either a Zoom coffee or a normal one, and we'll have a great chin wag about everything. Thanks a lot. Bye.